Good morning, good morning, everyone. Today we are going to report the topic of all about ochre. What is ochre? Or okil is one of the traditional designs that comes from an old Malayan word that has the same derivative meaning as the Tagalog word ukit, which means curve. Often rendered in hardwood and brass, depict animals, plants, and mythical figures in highly decorative, long curvilinear lines and secondary arabesque twists. Ukir is Marana pronunciation, while Ukil is Magindanaon. It refers to the curving and constantly as to any type of designs prominent among the Mero ethno-linguistic communities. Ukir is from Mindanao, from Maranao artwork. Maranao and Muslim artwork. Lanao and Sulu artwork. Leaf and vines pattern. These are the some background about Ukir. In Middle Eastern art of 8th century of Theodora Gonzalez, he said that Ukir is from Maranao artwork. Ukal designs found in Maranao as central homes. Magindanaon artist Al-Nizar Ali traced the long history of Ukal art from its Hindu roots in India to Islamic Arabia to Muslim Philippines. This style is dialogue between ancient pattern and the modernist concept of minimalism and abstractions. From the Indian influences of the prominent Nagam motif and the stylized bird-like motif of the Islamic art form, where it introduced the elaborate use of flowing flowers and crawling vine designs and the complex geometric patterns. These influences among the local artisans and the impact of the new patterns gave way to the evolution and development of the now-hour motif. Ocal and contemporary art, a dialogue in abstraction, aims to bring before the very nuances of the traditional designs. These photos represent the Maranao Ukir artwork. Maranao is a legendary bird of the Maranao people who originated from Mindanao, a major island in the Philippines. The photo represents the legendary bird of Maranao. Let's talk about the Muslim. Turagan. Turagan in Muslim is symbolized of rank and prestige. The photo represents the panolong. Panolong means a flaring out from the beams in the most arresting feature of the Turagan. For the next reporter, let's talk about the Mindanao artisan skills in the
For our second topic, we discuss all about the elements of Ukir. The elements of Ukir is image result for elements of Ukir design. Ukir is a design or pattern of 10 returned or in serbilinear leaves and Arabic geometric curve in hardwood, such as brass, silver, and wall. Painting figures. The Ukir motif is an depicting the indigenous originality and skill of the Maranaos. There are two types of okir. A male design are called okir adato, and the female design are called okir abay. We discuss is all about male design, or called okir adato. Okir adato refers to the ornamental design for men, while okir abay to the for women. Its prominent part is the panolong, a curved beam at proroods in the front of the house and styled with ochre motif. This picture is represent the sample of ochre adato, or male design. Male design or akor adato, like the pal or raon, a leaf. Dinawe, a pattern resembling a nawe, a bladed carpenter's tool. Gaglat, a pattern resembling a glat, a small kitchen knife. Kenako, fingernail-like patterns. Matilak, a circle. Naga, a sea serpent in the shape of an S. Onga, or fruit. Pako, a fern plant or a spiral. Pako, Pako lawe, a fern plant resembling a rooster feather. Pako longat, a fern plant with a cut at one edge. Pako nal, a fern plant with two or more cuts on one edge. Piowas, betel nad seed. Potyok, a band. Todi, a flower. There's some sample of a male or called okar adato.
For the female, okar abal, olan-olan, a circle or moon, biangon, rectangle, pialang, square, katimbuang, diamond, unsod, zigzag. These elements can be put together to create motifs. Some examples include, for male, the armales, a combination of a fern, leaf, and a bud. Birdo, a motif of combined complex designs propagating horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. Magoyoda, a motif of simple elements repeating horizontally. Niaga, a motif which features the naga along with 2D design of leaves, vines, and flowers. Ubid, or tiali tali, rope-like design that are usually used for borders. Pako rabong, a motif of a fern growing vertically, with a central point from which the design radiates outwards. Female. Binutuan, star patterns. Pinagapat, four-sided designs in a series. Pinatola, a pattern of square of different colors. Saragunting, a cross. Complete designs using these motifs are usually given poetic names like Sapak, Amadanding, Branch of Vapenes, Raon, Akayo, or tree leaves, or Triang Indawa, the yellow bamboo.
The ochre motif, an art of Maranao depicting their culture and society. The ochre motif is an exclusive artistic cultural heritage of the Maranao of Lanao, Philippines. It is an artistic design of the Maranao native inhabitants of southern Philippines beginning from the early 6th century CE before the Islamization of the area. Ochre is a design of pattern often rendered or curved. Ochre motif is an art depicting the indigenous originality and skills of the Maranaos. It is a fine art of figuring, painting, carving, and sculpturing, depicting the social and psychological identity of Maranao society. It is being patronized long time ago, until today, and possibly in the coming generation of Maranao people. Every artifact of Maranao made ornament or device or decoration is designed with authentic ochre, revealing that the Maranaos have a distinct and original culture and civilization not being imitated from other culture. Which means which means the terminology used by the artistic not familiar with our common uses because they have their technical term and their exclusive use. There is a need for visual display of examples of their arts to appreciate their artistic originality. It is here to attach some samples of the ochre motif as base reference. This picture is an type part of ochre. This picture is an example.
Here is the ochre design, which is the photos shows that this design is from the Muslim people that they are doing it. Ochre is also spelled as ukil. Ukil or ukil is the term for geometric and flowing designs, often based on an elaborate leaf and vine pattern, and folk motifs that can be usually found in Maranao, Maguindanao, and Muslim influenced artwork, especially in the southern Philippines and in some parts of Southeast Asia. Ukir adata refers to the ornamental design for men and ukir abay to that for women. Is ukir Wikipedia 2014. In the Philippines, an ancient proof of ukir style of flowering symbols is the Torogan, thus Ukir, also spelled as ukil or ukil, is the term for geometric and flowing designs, often based on an elaborate leaf and vine pattern and folk motifs that can be usually found in Maranao, Maguindanao, and Muslim influence artwork, especially in the southern Philippines and some parts of Southeast Asia. Ukir that refers to the ornamental design for men, and ukir abay to that for women.
Ochre, Wikipedia 2014. In the Philippines, an ancient proof of ochre style of flooring symbols is the Torogan, the ancestral home of the highest title holder in a Maranao village. It is a symbol of power and prestige, usually adorned during festivities. Its prominent part is the panalong, a carved beam that protrudes in the front of the house and styled with ochre motif. The ochre design is found woven or printed in textiles, carved into wooden cemetery markers and wooden boxes, and it can also be found etched into knife or sword blades and handles, and cast or etched into various brass and silver objects. Here are some example photos of ochre's artwork. Elements of Lucas Ukil. Here are the elements of Lucas Ukil. It's the patsok or patiok, dahon kambang tuli, dahon andalan, dahon suwa, dahon angilan, dahon pako-pako. These are the elements of ochre design.
So, here are the methods in making an okay. Number 1, fold your bond paper equally into 4 parts. Number 2, look at the elements of ochre design carefully and then apply these elements to your ochre drawing. Third, first, draw one ochre design in one part of your short bond paper and then duplicate the said design to the remaining 3 parts. Fourth, after completing the 4 identical designs, apply color to your ochre design. Number 5, snap a picture of it with your smartphone. And last but not the least, be ready to present your ochre design to the class by answering the following questions. So what is the subject matter of your ochre design? Well, ochre is a design or pattern that tells the story of a person, his experiences, beliefs, and values that compose his being and identity. Through the use of authentic symbolism, which reveals the distinct and original culture and civilization of the Muslim South. So, what are the things you see in your ochre design? Ochre is a design or a pattern often rendered or carved in hardwood, brass, silver, and wall painting in curvy linear lines, and also in Arabic geometric figures. The ochre motif is an art depicting the indigenous originality and skill of the Maranaos. So, what is going on your ochre design? Well, ochre design talks about as we can see nowadays, just like to the other tribes, just like their Anitos, which is their god, that is also there are many ochre designs na nakapalibot doon, which is nagre-represent ito kung ano sila, kung saan sila nanggaling. Kung baga, yung ochre design, pwede din sila na dun magte-tell ng story about sa kanilang buhay, kung saan sila nanggaling at kung sino yung mga ninuno nila. What is the possible title you will use in your ochre design? So if I have given a chance to make my own ochre design, I will call it ano ba? Born again. Why? Because I have many experience before na I was very, na makulit, nagarebelde specifically. So, if I will given a chance to make an awkward design, I will design it, how or kung ano yung nangyari sa buhay ko before until now. So, the possible title of I will use to my awkward design is Born Again. So what is the realization after doing this activity? I realized that we Filipinos have our original cultures and beliefs na it should be na hindi dapat to kalimutan at kailangan dapat na kailangan itong i-preserve. We should preserve our culture and beliefs and never forget what and who we are before, up to now, and in the future. So, identify the parts or types of ochre or ukir. These are the two types of ukir. Male designs are called ukir adato, and the female designs are called ukir abay. Ukir adato or male design, it refers to ornamental design for men. Ukir abay or a female design, it refers to a geometric design on a leaf and vine patterns. This pattern is the distinguishing marks of the Maranao arts and Muslim-influenced artworks in southern Philippines and even in other Southeast Asia. The female designs are called ukir abay. Next. I think Miss Laprades have some.
Okay na? Wala pa man ang share.
So our next topic is what made Islamic art unique. So, excuse me.
Wala record. What made Islamic art unique? Islamic art directly reflects its cultural values, but also shows the unique Muslim view of life and spiritual things for Muslims. God is the center. It's Allah. Therefore, Islamic art developed a unique character of geometric, arabesque, floral, and calligraphic patterns which reflect on their aspects of balance. Which colors are used in Islamic art? The colors that they are used are red, green, blue colors coordinate with each other, create the visual harmony, which is the inherent feature of Islamic art. For example, the brightness and the variegation of the colors used in miniatures attracts attention at first glance. What are the major themes and styles seen in Islamic art? The major themes and styles seen in Islamic art is recurring themes in the art of the Islamic world, which is religion. Perhaps the most significant shared feature of these regions in the essence of Islam: ornament, interconnections, diversity of patronage, and technical innovation.
So this is the end of our topic. Thank you for listening and participating in our video. That's all. Thank you so much and God bless.